Qoria is a GDPR regulated company. So like any other GDPR company, we have a number of different requirements we have to abide by. And one of those is what's called maintaining a RoPA, or a records of processing activity, which is essentially a very high-level view of the data that you hold in your organisation. The purpose of it is to make sure that you can demonstrate that you're confident that you know what data you have, you've attested to that, and you know how you're managing it. And so we had a RoPA, but what Sentra allowed us to do is really have what I'll describe as a high confidence RoPA, which is that our RoPA wasn't guesswork. It was based on actual information that Sentra had gone out, touched our databases, looked inside them, identified the specific types of data records, and then given us that inventory of what we had. When I look at tech companies across the industry, we've, as I said before, we've been through acquisition, we've looked at various different companies as part of due diligence processes, and in that, what I've often seen is the RoPA, or the records of processing activity, being something that is a very checkbox thing to do. And that's because it's really hard to understand what data you actually have unless you literally go and interrogate every database. Whereas for us, it is no longer a checkbox exercise. It's a very high confidence attestation of what we definitely have. And I think that's a really valuable thing that Sentra has done for us, is given that visibility, allowed us to comply with GDPR in a much more comprehensive way.